The earth was ruled by reptiles about 25 crore years ago. On the land, in the sky, and not only that, in the waters too. After all, where did it all start from? Come on, let us know from very beginning. Up to first 3 billion years of the earth, life thrived in very small state in the form of bacteria and water, so small that could not be seen with eyes. After that, 65 crore years ago, life developed to a state which was able to be seen with eyes. This was the time when spineless creatures came into existence in water. By next 40 crore years to come, life flourished very fast. Creatures which were bigger than normal took birth. 30 crore years ago, the first species of reptile came into existence. This was the time when even the flies hovering in the sky were 3 feet in size. This period was called Paleozoic period. Life flourished very quickly during this period. Different creatures saw light. Hence, this period was considered to be a golden period. But lastly, this era ended with a horrendous catastrophe. 95% of species died out due to this catastrophe. But life had survived on the earth in the oceans in the form of fish and small insects. After this only, the reptile era started on the earth. Reptile means species that crawls to move. Species of reptiles which lived on land were given the name dinosaurs, whereas the reptile found in water were called marine reptiles by the scientists. Entire time of these reptiles was called Mesozoic era. These creatures had acquired and dominated oceans and land during entire Mesozoic era. There were 3 parts of Mesozoic era: Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. 3 types of groups of marine reptiles were found in oceans during entire Mesozoic era. First were Lichthyosaur. They were found in entire ocean during Triassic period and used to swim with the help of their tail like a fish. They were followed by Plesiosaurs, who ruled the ocean during the Jurassic period. Among all, they were greatest at swimming, who could swim with the help of their strong paddle as if flying in air. And lastly, there were Mosasaurus, who were the most adept predators till the end of Cretaceous period. In the early Triassic period, Lichthyosaurs were the king of the ocean, and this was the time when all the continents were undivided, and this gigantic continent was called Pangaea. Ocean this time was very hot as compared to that of today's, and the temperature on the earth was too high, but at the same time, life was flourishing in the ocean. Various types of marine reptiles were found here during this time. Known for its long neck, this is Tanystropheus. Its neck, about 12 feet in length, was longer than its body. Ocean was full of species of Lichthyosaurs in the beginning of Triassic period. Fastest among them was Mixosaurus, which looked like today's dolphin. However, it was not a species of dolphin. It was rather a variety of reptiles. Ophthalmosaurus belonged to the same family, which was known for its big eyes. Its big eyes were protected by donut-shaped bones, which were cut out to withstand the high pressure in deep waters. Because of these eyes only, Ophthalmosaurus was able to find the prey easily in the intense depth of ocean. Apart from them, a few species of Lichthyosaur were 75 feet in length and 50 tons in weight. They were called Shonisaurus. Always living in schools, they were the biggest marine reptiles of Triassic period. Besides these reptiles, there were other dangerous creatures like Tusotudus too in this perilous ocean, which looked like today's squid. It was about 40 feet long. A 20 feet long fish, Zephactis, hunted in schools. Transcending to Jurassic period, a new group of marine reptiles called Thesiosaurus replaced Lichthyosaurus. The Pangaea continent started getting divided into different islands by the end of Triassic and Jurassic period. Dampness in the atmosphere started increasing. As a result, besides ocean, life began to flourish on the land also. This period turned out to be more verdant in comparison to Triassic era and a golden time for life. As a result, flesh-eating reptiles like Megalosaurus and vegetarian reptiles like Stegosaurus came into existence. At the same time, the length of reptiles like Brachiosaurus increased up to 100 feet. It was a golden period for new species of reptiles to thrive on land. Plesiosaurs were ruling on the ocean unopposed. Here are Styxosaurus, the descendants of Plesiosaurus group. It was a 36 feet long creature with about 17 feet long neck. Because of its big size, it was a slow swimmer, but quite adept at hunting fish with its long neck. Liopleurodon was one of the most dangerous reptiles. Its length was 50 feet. It was the only animal in those times which was out of danger of being hunted by any other animal. During the same period, another species of Plesiosaurus called Elasmosaurus was there. To digest the food, they used to swallow marine stones in order to maintain the digestive process properly. With the passage of time, after about 3 crore years, Coronosaurs had replaced the new predator in the dynasty of Plesiosaurs. Acquiring up to 35 feet of length, this creature was successful to dominating the ocean. But besides this Plesiosaurs, one more group of humongous creatures were there, the size of which can astound you. Leadsichthys. They were bigger than 100 feet in size. Scientists believe that it was the biggest fish of those times. But how do we know this much about them? Scientists have found many fossils on a number of famous fossil sites of Germany. Scientists have gathered ample information about them after thorough study. Some fossils were so good in condition that their bones were intact till then. Besides, the marks left by their bodies on the stone were found in pretty good condition. This helped us a lot in knowing about their constitution and condition of wings. Till the end of Cretaceous period, the continents had substantially parted with one another, but a big part of Europe was still underwater. However, Plesiosaurs were not at all dominant in the ocean. Rather, 2 other big creatures were ruling the ocean. On the first rank was 55 feet long, the most powerful Mosasaurus Proc Methodon, followed by 34 feet Megalodon shark. By the end of Mesozoic period, Mosasaurus had been the most powerful creatures of the ocean. In the list of food chain, the most dangerous flesh eater of the last phase of Cretaceous period in the ocean was Mosasaurus. Weighing 28 tons, this creature could grow up to 60 feet. Spotting the prey with the help of its big eyes from a long distance and strong jaws made it the most dreadful and powerful animal among all the flesh-eating creatures of the ocean. For quite some years, the scientists believed that it was a descendant of an ancient crocodile or today's monitor lizard. But continuous researches revealed that it hails from a species different altogether which doesn't resemble any of today's reptile. It hunted shark, big fish, plesiosaurs, and other maritime creatures. It lived on the surface of the water because it had to come to the surface every time to breathe. But in the fag ends of Cretaceous period, 6.5 billion years ago, one more catastrophe from the universe hit the Earth, causing the sudden end of 95% beings on the land and ocean. With the end of the dinosaurs, the era of marine reptiles ended too. How did the dinosaurs die out? Which incident caused destruction of such huge dinosaurs? The next part of the video has already been prepared. Please do watch this video. If you like the video, please do press the like button and share it. And please do subscribe to this channel of your own so that you don't miss out on the upcoming wonderful video. This is your friend Neha Agarkar. See you in the next video. Namaskar.